Hello YouTube, I am Darth Obnoxious 2, and here with me is...
Fallen, aka Text Sketch, aka Matt.
Yeah.
Hi.
PS2? Yeah, first PS2 game I'll be recording, Sony Computer Entertainment America presents.
I know this. I know the way that title looks so well that every single time that game starts up, I know exactly what it is.
Oh yes! Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy.
Woo!
Booyah!
I
Naughty
haven't played this
dog!
game since in like at least 6 years or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I lost my disc sadly.
Go to EB Games and get it, it's like $3.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saving money right now because and holding off on buying anything because Christmas is like not far away. Oh well.
And no, there doesn't seem to be any subtitle options for me. Play-in's off. Thank goodness I remembered to do that now.
That's weird because I remember playing it with subtitles. I mean it always gave me a subtitle option.
Just don't pay attention to that Forbidden Jungle data thing. It's not like it's not like I accidentally started it and the recording failed or no, that didn't happen.
It totally didn't happen.
That my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not remember.
Hey Matt, think you could mute your mic for a minute? There's a little static and the volume's not that loud.
Sorry, doing that.
My body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of great ego, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Gal Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
I don't think I'd want to be a fern.
Me either, but I would definitely love to be an ottsel.
Oh yeah. And just letting the viewers know, I'm going to attempt to do a little bit something about the static.
Alright.
There's not just your end, there's also static on, you know.
Your end?
Yeah. No, I muted my mic too, but...
Yeah, I know, I noticed.
I figured, you know, if I was gonna be a jerk and tell you, oh, mute your mic, I should mute mine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that's why I didn't hear you laughing.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna miss that power cell. I'm just gonna skip it completely.
I wonder if you didn't grab that power cell, if it would still show the saving data thing, or I wonder if the game is coded to give you that in your first power cell or on that power cell specifically.
I don't know.
We should find out sometime.
You know what I noticed? I don't know if you remember this, Matt, but between the first game and the second game, the double jump became a lot more forgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, in this game, you got to jump right after you jump, you know. But in the other game, I could double jump a lot closer to the ground.
Yeah. You can essentially jump. Yeah, in this game, you had to keep going, but in like 2 and 3, you could fall like 2/3 back way back to the ground and then jump again.
Yeah, like there, I tried to double jump, but it didn't work.
Yeah, that made it a lot easier to do long jumps if you were for people who didn't know how to do the roll jumping and all that.
Yeah.
Blue Eco, I fucking love Blue Eco.
Oh
it's like,
crap!
It's like the greatest thing ever.
I forgot that. Why did
What?
I forget that? Game options? Vibration off.
Yes, always play with vibration off. I hate vibration.
No, I like the vibration. It just, it makes weird noises on my controller.
Ah, that's weird. Oh well.
Well, I'm
Personally,
using a PS1 controller, so...
Oh really? So you can't turn the screen if you need to.
Huh?
So if you need to turn the screen, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
What?
Yeah, there were PS1 controllers made that had, analog sticks.
Huh. I have never seen one, actually.
I'll have to show you one on webcam right afterwards, considering I'm using one. It looks
Yeah.
just like a PS2 controller, except it's white rather than black.
Awesome. It probably looks just like a PS3 controller without the PS button as well.
And with the analog, the back buttons being different.
Yeah. Actually, hold a second. Yeah. Instead of the PS button, there was the analog button there, and it didn't say 6-axis or have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the front.
Yeah.
I totally did not just look at one for that reference. I totally knew that off the back of my head.
Really.
Really?
But then
Sarcastic.
again, on this controller, it actually does say Sony PS1.
That's awesome.
You know, every time I see these, I keep thinking they're gonna like boing me up. You know.
Yeah. I remember thinking that the first time I played.
I still think that.
I mean, they just look like trampolines. They just look like the inner circle is going to is like detached, and then the ring between the inner circle and the edge, it just looks loose.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh hey, did I just? I did. Nice. Not that this really matters because I could just fall down, but.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I did that once actually, and I think that it took. Nah, it was only 1 health bit, I think.
But I don't know if you ever noticed this, but the way to avoid taking damage when you're falling is press circle button, and we need to mute again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
We need to mute again, cutscene.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack?
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Ah, good old Samos the Sage.
Samos, he's awesome.
And I'm not gonna waste time exploring things here, because, you know, there's nothing there. And yes, the only female in the entire village. I'm not gonna bother talking to her.
But there's a funny cutscene though.
Oh yeah, there is. You talked me into it. But that means we're gonna need to mute our mics again.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Yep, some kind of switch in the Forbidden Temple, and that'll be where we're going first, after talking to villagers.
Talk to every villager.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah, because it starts quests and whatnot.
Yeah.
Although,
Questing.
just letting you guys know, we're not gonna bother to mute our mics for the villagers.
Yeah. That's just too monotonous.
Yeah. Plus,
It's like mute, unmute, mute, unmute, like every every 30 seconds.
is someone on the Xbox at the same time as this, Matt?
Sorry. Sorry. I was listening to music on my Xbox earlier while I was Photoshop coloring and stuff, and then I figured.
Oh,
I'll
funny
just
Daxter joke.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.